Hello, we're the Ad 5. My name's Mariah. We have Hartley, Nika, Sarah, and Michelle.
Hello!
We decided to do Sephora and Forever 21 for our project, and so starting off, I'm going to introduce Sephora. It's a visionary beauty retail concept, and it was founded in France in 1970. It has a very much open selling environment with classic and emerging brands, including Sephora's own private label. They have products including skincare, fragrance, and cosmetics. It is a leading chain of perfume and cosmetics in France, along with other countries. They also have their own professional team there that knows how to identify skin types. They know how to apply makeup, the history of makeup, different techniques to help the consumers have the best user experience that they possibly can. They have 1,900 stores across the world in 29 different countries. In the U.S., they opened up in 1988 in New York, and since then they've spread out through JCPenney's, because you'll see a smaller version of them in there, and then also they have stores in the malls all around the U.S. They also have a loyalty program that they came out to reward their consumers that come in and spend a certain amount of money. They get exclusive access to certain products that people wouldn't normally get, and they also get invitations to things that non-reward members wouldn't get, to kind of give it as a reward and incentive to buy more products. Now, if you were just looking at Sephora from the storefront, from the outside, you might see the white and black is their main colors. It's very sleek and edgy, and inside it has a really open atmosphere that is clean, elegant. It's somewhat sophisticated and a higher-end makeup cosmetic store. That's why it brings in a specific type of clientele. You'll see some outliers come in and out, but usually the people walking out are specifically in their target audience who actually buy the products. And Hartley's going to go ahead and talk to us about those people for us.
Yeah, so as we were camped outside of Sephora, we noticed about like 20 people that came in and came out, and most of those people were in the age group of 18 to like 49. And these people were they were people who really like fashion and who really like high-end brands and stuff like that. And so some of the brands we noticed they were wearing were Coach and Marc Jacobs and Nike even though it's like a more like sports brand, it's still a high quality brand. And the people that were going in and out were really like mostly older. They want like professional, they want like good quality stuff, and that's what kind of Sephora stands for. So that's kind of what we noticed about Sephora. And so now Sarah's going to tell you about our next shop.
Hi, the second store location that we went to was Forever 21, and we went Wednesday, the 17th, and Rochelle and Nika were accompanying me. So Forever 21's storefront was very fresh and modern. It is also hip and very inviting. It made the customers want to come into the store. And they did this by using white marble to make it feel very fresh and invigorating, with a new and classic feel to it. The marble called up impressions of the Grecian temples, and this made the storefront seem very regal and endearing as well, which is great because the store has been open since April 21st, 1984. They balanced this classic feel with chrome and also bright lights. The silver chrome edging around the window and the clean lines of the store made it feel very modern and hip. The Forever 21 store sign was very bright, and it was also lit up with a modern sans serif typography, and this reinforced the cutting-edge store image that they presented to the public. And now I'm giving it to Nika.
With that, the store aesthetic, it read as hip, stylish, and affordable, which led to the target audience of individuals between the ages of 13 through 45 who are looking for fashionable clothing that's affordable and clothing that's trendy. And it appeals to a lot of different demographics because of its affordability. So like even and because it's also very fashionable. So like even girls who are well-to-do, they still shop there even though it's pretty cheap clothing, but just because of the styles that they have. So their psychographics are customers who are looking for trendy clothes and affordable clothes.
All right.
Michelle.
So I'm going to be talking just about the contrast of the two different audiences that both of these retail stores kind of pulled in. So when we looked at Sephora, we see a very specific type of audience. We see that they're women, We see that they usually have a higher disposable income. We see that they're looking for quality over just something that's cheap or just something that they need. When we look at Forever 21, we see kind of the opposite of that in a lot of ways. We see that normally it's a much younger demographic. We see a lot of younger people, or even moms who are wanting to kind of look younger and hip. We also see that they're much lower income. Normally they don't have such a high disposable income, but they still want that fashion. They still want that trendiness. They just want it for a cheaper price. We also see in Forever 21 it's much, much more diverse. Our audience that we saw in the store touched a range of everything, whereas in Sephora we saw mostly a white woman demographic. In Forever 21 we saw Arabic, Asian, we saw African American, we saw white, so it was very different. And then with both of those, we have very different lifestyles attached to Sephora and to Forever 21. We see the lifestyle of Sephora kind of quality, where you're there for something nice that makes you feel beautiful, and their storefront and their psychographics are very much in tune with that. With Forever 21, we see kind of something that's like hip, cool, trendy, on the edge, where something you can probably would wear for a year and then throw out afterwards, because it's more of a cheaper quality, it's more of a bargain price. But the people going in are looking for that cool factor, they're not looking for that quality factor. So we hope you really enjoyed our different analysis of both Sephora and Forever 21. And so this is the Ad 5, signing out.
Bye. Sayonara.
So at the end of this, we just kind of wanted to talk about each of us, what we took away from this experience. And what I personally took away is I didn't realize that such targeted people actually go to stores, and so actually seeing firsthand who goes into the store and who comes out was really interesting to me.
I thought it was super interesting how the storefront communicates so much to the consumer just walking in exactly what you're going for and why you might be going. The storefront is really designed to communicate that, and they do it really well, and we just don't even realize it.
Yeah, I would agree about how the store aesthetic really shows who they're trying to target, and it was also interesting to actually pay attention to who else is shopping in the store besides you.
One thing I really liked specifically about Forever 21 was the layout of the store and how they targeted it to the different demographics that they were actually targeting to. So one section was definitely for guys and one was definitely for the girls. And there wasn't any crossover between the two, which is weird because they have a lot of homosexuals that come into the store. So you would think they would have maybe a unisex section for them or something. So I thought that was really interesting.
My one takeaway, I guess I kind of have two. One, it's surprisingly how awkward it can feel to unknowingly watch people and try to not get them to notice it. And then also it's just interesting down to the very color and the detail and the store layout and how it's set up specifically to be targeted at certain individuals in the classy, or whether it's just multi-generational, or if it's they're down to the very last detail. These brands have set up their storefronts to target their audience, and that was really interesting for me. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.